Guys, welcome back. This is Rakhi Jha. Today I'm going to do this cheese board and I'm going to do some resin work on this. It's an organic shape. These shapes are a little bit hard to do because sometimes they have like rounded edges and the resin tends to fall off. But then, you let the resin that I've mixed over here sit for some time so that it starts to thicken, and then it turns out better and it's not as fluid. So the idea here is that this shape, about half of it around this circle, I'm going to do with one color, and then I'm going to layer other colors over it and maybe try to make like a geode style. The colors I'm going with is, I have a few powder pigments and few liquid pigments. I am going to be doing this white color, that lacy white by Epoke resin, as the base, and then I'm going to layer the other colors on top of it. So I have over here is sterling silver, this is deep copper, I have some metallic powder, pearl white. It's a beautiful color, but I'll see if I need to do this because I'm already doing a white base, but I've kept it on the side. So sorry about that. And then, yeah, deep copper I already did. Then we are going to do some two types of gold. This is sunshine, and let me show you. It's a brighter gold, and this one is more of a deeper gold, and it's called Gold Rush by Pourfect. So let's get started with this. My resin is already mixed, and I'm using a resin by this same company called pourfect. I'm trying out their resin, and also I've let this resin sit for about 20 minutes as I didn't want it to be that fluid. And when you're doing a little bit of a geode style, or you want some cells and the colors to stand out a bit more, rather than blend together, you would want to maybe have the resin sit for a little while. All right, let's get started. So I've poured some resin in this cup, and I'm going to start off with that lacy white because I want this to be the base. And I reuse my popsicle sticks, I reuse my cups, plastic cups. The resin pops right out of it, and you reuse all of these items and do your bit to save as much as possible. So I'm putting about this. It's not much. And it's warm, so you can see when the resin sits for a little while, if you don't distribute it earlier in different cups, you'll see that the quantity that it's sitting together for a while, and as the pot life increases, it starts to warm up. Okay. So I'm mixing colors as I see fit. I'm not mixing all the colors in the beginning. I'm going to mix it slowly. So first I'm going to just go with this white. Just a slight wave. All right, let's thinly spread this out. All right, let me try to use a larger popsicle stick. And actually I'm going to use this, which is a silicone brush. These are really handy, and what you can do is keep reusing them because the resin doesn't stick to them. Whatever little residue is there, you can just wipe it off or take some alcohol ink if it's otherwise it just peels right off. So that's That's that. It's easier than the popsicle stick because it's a little flexible. The idea is just to spread it, evenly. Resin is self-leveling, so after a while you'll see that it sort of levels itself and it spreads evenly if your surface is leveled, And these organic pieces that I do, I love to do these shapes. But the problem with these is that the edges, the ends, the pieces themselves are not very leveled. So it's always a hard piece to do. And the resin sort of tends to slide off or go towards one side. So you have to keep at it. You have to keep adding and, fixing your work. There's that. So it doesn't spread too much. Otherwise, they all go towards one side and then your design becomes bigger than what you intended. Okay. You can get the corners, the edges, I mean. You can get it towards the end or you can get it right now. It doesn't matter. I think what I'm going to do is just use my finger and just get the edges. That's it. And you can get it once towards the end as well. It's nice to get the base white in the edges so that if other colors want to run off, the edges then look nice with the other colors overlapping it. Okay, not to miss the inside circle. There we go. All right. So I've mixed up some silver, and this was the liquid gel, and I've added some glitter to this. I don't know if you guys can see this. Some silver glitter. Then I have some copper. This is again a liquid gel. Then I have a deeper gold. It's more true to the actual gold color. And then I have a lighter gold. It's called Sunshine, and it's more yellowish gold. Okay. So I think I'm going to start with the copper. And I'm going to try to go with the grains. So let me see if I can continue with the pattern of what the grains are doing. It's just something that just came to me right now. And I'm going to pick this up, maybe. Okay. Maybe some gold. just a little bit of that silver right here. Although I'm going to keep this more for highlights. But this here, I'm going to try to do a swipe here to see if I can get some details. So I have a piece of plastic, and you can see I've used this many times, and it just peels off. Just wipe it off and reuse the plastic. Okay, that's pretty. Let's give it a run with this blue torch. Guys, I know this is a little bit late because I almost forgot. I'm wearing my mask. Please wear it. You can wear a respirator, that's better. But since I'm in a well-ventilated room, I'm wearing a mask right now, and so I can talk to you guys. But if you're doing this a lot, please wear a respirator. And of course, gloves. Okay, I like what this is doing, so I'm not going to disturb it right now. And let's try to do other stuff with the grains now. So I want to use some of this light gold. And you can use the popsicle stick also if you want to make thinner lines. And here I feel like I should layer two kinds of golds over here and do a little bit of a swipe. I hope I'm not obstructing your view and you can still see. There's one. Because I want to continue this a little bit. I mean, you can do whatever design you want. It's just something that I'm trying to work with and see what would suit this. And then maybe a little bit of copper. Thin line. Okay. And with this, do a swipe. You'll see the cells come. These are very small cells, but you'll see the cells come a little bit after you swipe. So don't panic. You know, if you use different consistencies, I use liquid pigment, I use powder pigment, you can use alcohol ink. You tend to get cells and details and lacing, and it looks better. So now what do? There's still a lot of white going on. So, and then you can just run your hand at the bottom of this so that all that detail doesn't just come off. It might still because my edge is very rounded, but you try to work with it. Okay, I really like this silver, so I'm gonna try. I'm gonna layer it like this and then do an upward swipe. It's a lot of silver and maybe a little bit of copper. Just a tiny bit. Right. See? It's looking pretty. Let's see, I'm gonna try here. Bit of the gold. Let's try a swipe. Ooh, that came out pretty. That's beautiful. I don't know if you guys can see this, but beautiful, very delicate copper cells came out. I'll take you in for a zoom close up, and then you will see the details of it. But it's beautiful. Silver. I'm just gonna run this like this. Just gonna give it a run with the blowtorch. So delicate and beautiful what's happening over here. I don't want to disturb it much. I take some of the silver metallic gel and I'm going to give this a bit of a definition. very thin, I'm going to start making some lines. Give it a copper edge also. Just giving some delicate outlines. Oh, I think just take some of that gold and maybe give it a, try to give it another edge. Just so that it stands out a little bit more. There we go. I'm wondering if I should just give this a bit more meaning. There. I think right over here, I feel like there is some color missing. That's a bit too much. overlap it. I have some gold left. Yeah, that's pretty. And I'm not gonna touch it much. I'm just gonna do this gold edge. And I just feel that this needs a little bit of gold. There. See, when you know you have to stop and you just can't stop. This is what happens. What you decided not to do, you end up doing. Okay. This gold, and I'm just gonna go with the grains of the wood. Not bad. All right. Some of this. White. Keep wiping the bottom, guys. Or should I do a little bit of a swipe? light seems to be eating everything up. But you keep layering. I think there is a little bit of an angle here. Since the colors are not staying, what I'm going to do is dip my plastic piece in gold, and I'm going to do a swipe over it just to get a bit more interest than this. I knew I shouldn't have done it, but anyway. That's pretty. I always feel that the end, it shouldn't be neglected. There should be a little bit of color there as well. That's why I was trying so hard to do something here. And that looks beautiful. The cells are amazing. I'll show you guys very soon in a close-up. Let's give it a quick run. It. Cover your work, guys. Let this dry for 24 hours and then you're ready to go. It becomes dry to the touch in 24 hours, but you have to let it cure for at least 3 to 4 days before you use anything or you put anything on it. Okay, let's take you in for a close-up. Guys, you can see the mess. I've done a lot of work previous to this, so a lot of this mess is not from this. All right, so that's what I did at the end. This little portion over here, I will wipe down with alcohol. And then the rest of the wood, I give a nice rub with mineral oil. So look at the details on that. How delicate is this? No wonder that white is called that lacy white. Okay, let's take you in for this portion. Ooh, look at that shine. And I must say what my phone is capturing, it's a little bit, actually let me remove my mask. It's a little bit brighter than that. But I think the phone is doing quite a good job of capturing the shimmer. And look at this. Those delicate lacings and cells. And it would have stayed, but since this has a little bit of a slope, a lot of it just got pushed out, but it looks pretty even then. That's that end. Oh my God, this is my favorite part, where it starts off with a little bit deeper veins, these cells, lacings and cells, and then it just becomes smaller and just blends into that white. It is just gorgeous, guys. See that? And a little bit of the geode look with the layering at the end. I tend not to use any markers and pens or colors later on. I like to make my designs with the resin itself, but you can definitely go back once this is dry and highlight a few more areas if you want. So final look. It's gorgeous. Then here, and the board this way. Okay guys, thank you for being with me. I'll show you how this dries and make it part of this video before putting it on YouTube. Please like, please subscribe, and let's do something again another day very quickly. Okay, bye.